Hi, it's Ty, and welcome back to my channel. This is my first video of this year, 2024. So I hope everybody is having a good year so far, and yeah, I hope everybody had a great holiday, a great new year. I hope you got to spend time with your families and eat good food and, the works. Um, this video has been long awaited. I've talked about it for months. And this is it. This is the update video. I decided to do a like 2023 recap and 2024 goals slash like what's gonna be coming in the new year for me and this channel. And I was gonna do two separate videos, but then I decided like there's just no point in doing that. And also, for those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Ty. This is my little corner of the YouTube space. I film vlogs and like lifestyle kind of content and just whatever I want to film. So yeah, I'm glad you're all here. I'm glad y'all are with me. I have to say, I was actually going to save this for the last part of the video, but I'm just going to say it now. I just posted earlier this week, like a couple days ago, a birthday vlog, and that video is doing way better than I thought it would do. And I don't know why, I don't know how, but I'm very grateful for it. So I just want to say thank you to everybody who's watched that video so far. I really appreciate it. So yeah, I guess if you see me looking down, it's because I knew going into this video that I would need a script. So last night I was literally up until like, I think like almost 2 in the morning. No, I was up to past 2 in the morning trying to write out the script for this video and everything that I'm gonna talk about. But like I said, this is gonna be a 2023 recap, so I'm gonna talk about everything that happened last year, because this video is basically going to be a video for like explaining why I was so MIA last year, because I started this channel at the end of 2022 and a decent amount of 2023 I wasn't filming. So but I'm going to talk about why, and I'm going to talk about everything that happened last year, all the highlights, all the things that I know I need to talk about, so that you guys can all like understand why I was gone and why it took me so long to like film and get everything back in order. And then of course after we do 2023 recap, we're going to do 2024 goals, resolutions, and everything that everything that I hope 2024 brings, and everything I want for 2024, because I feel like this is gonna be a really good year, like a very big year. So I'm very excited to get to that. But without further ado, let's get started into the 2023 recap. So we're gonna start in January. January, it's funny because you actually all saw January 2023, because it was in the not Black Friday, New Year's vlog for that year. We were in North Carolina, in Asheville, seeing the Biltmore on the first day of the year. We were seeing it for the second time, because we had a night pass that also went into the daytime, so we were able to go see the Biltmore house during the day, but we just couldn't go back inside. So y'all saw that, and it was a really good trip. Like, it was very fun, very kind of surreal, honestly. Like, I never thought I would go to a house like that or see something from like a movie or something like that. Like, it was kind of cool. It's kind of dope. But yeah, so that's how we started 2023. And then the second biggest thing that happened in 2023 in January was that my mom moved. And so a decent amount of January, like the first couple of weeks of January, like literally like pretty much majority of January, I was at my mom's house, like helping her clean up her house and clean up her like all the rooms, going through everything, and yeah, helping her get her house cleaned out so that she could, make the drive. So she moved down to Tennessee, and that was really, really hard. And I didn't know it at the time until the day after she left. So she left like sometime during like the 20th or the 21st or the something like that. Like it was like it was a Friday. It was a Friday when she left in January, and during like the third week of January. And the whole week I had been helping her like pack everything up and put it in her truck so she could get ready to go. And she took her dog, which is like my dog, with her down there. And so like the day she left, she went and picked him up. She brought him with me, or brought him to the house so that I could say bye to him, because I did want to say bye, because that's my buddy. and and then they were off. And so like the whole day that like she was gone, like the first day of her like leaving and making the drive down there, because she did drive, and it's a 9-hour drive. So she drove down there and even texted me to let me know like she made it down there safely. The dog's okay, blah blah blah. And then next thing you know, like I was fine that day. And it was the next day, that Saturday, I went to work. I had to go to work, and I had already prefaced to my boss and a lot of the people that I worked with, because we were very close there, that my mom had left. So when I got to work, my manager was like, how'd it go? Like, how'd it go with your mom leaving? And I was like, oh, it was good. Like, it was like they're fine or whatever. And then like they made it down there safely, blah 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 blah. And then next thing you know, like all the emotions hit, and I was crying my eyes out. Oh hey.
You going
Hi.
already?
Yeah, brother is making a brief appearance. Hey.
Yeah, what up?
Yeah. Anyway.
Bye, go.
Yeah, he's
You wanna say
leaving. He was supposed to be in here with me, but he's going to the store with his girlfriend, so it just gonna be me. I'll figure it
hi?
out.
Could leave it.
I'm not gonna leave all this in here.
God dang, you got a lot.
Oh no, there's a bag.
Good luck.
I got it. I think I'm doing good so far. He always slams the door. Anyway, okay, back to the video. Yeah, all the emotions hit me that Saturday when she was gone. And it didn't help because she sent me a picture of the dog sleeping on the floor in their apartment. And that was really like the kicker of it. Like I started crying, and I cried so much that like my manager was like, you know what, if you need to, like, I know that this is a lot to handle and a lot to take in, like, and process, so like you can go home for the day. Like, don't even worry about it. Like, we've got enough hands here, we got enough people here, like, go ahead and just like go home and like, process what you need to process. And it was so nice because like I had Saturday to go home and like get my life together, and then like I also was off Sundays as well, so I didn't work on Sundays, so like I kind of had like 2 days to recuperate. And I might have been off on a Monday too. Like I'm like that week I might have had that Monday off as well. So I might not have gone back to work until Tuesday, but I had a lot of days to like, get my emotions in check and like, process my mom leaving because she my mom has never lived out of state from me before. Like she's been always been in proximity to me somehow, some way, whether she was living in this house with us or living in her other house like 15 minutes away. Like she was still in driving distance. And now that, I don't know, it was just a weird thing for me, like to not have my mom here, like it was just not normal to me. So it was a very big shift, a very big change. But she went down there, and now she's down there and living her life and things and whatnot. So yeah, I'm very happy for her. But yeah, so that was January. Okay, so February comes, literally February 1st. I walked into work, and I walked into the office to clock in, and my manager was crying. And I was like, what's going on? Like, why is she crying? And I thought it had something to do with like something in her personal life or whatever, but she was on the phone with someone. So I was like, okay, like, I don't know what's happening, but okay. But she was like, can I have the office for a minute? Like, I just need a minute to have the office, or whatever. And so, yeah, like I clocked in, I walked out, and then I was with the customer helping them with something. And so she came to me, she was like, after you finish with this customer, come in the office, like we need to talk. And I was like, okay. So I tried to hurry as fast as I could, get this customer, taken care of. And then after that happened, I walked in the office, and she was like, I've already told the other managers, but you're the first like worker here that I'm telling. They're closing our store like permanently. And I was like, what? Like, that's crazy, because they had just the month before closed 2 locations that were closest to us, within like 45 minutes to an hour of our store. They closed the 2 closest stores to us. So they were doing a lot of closings anyway, and so we were wondering, like, we were worried about like whether or not we were safe. And I mean, at this point, no, none of the stores were safe, but it is what it is. And so yeah, like they decided that they were closing our store, and so that was a big hit. And I don't think it really hit me until like a lot later. But yeah, that was like the biggest thing that happened in February. But there like just work, like not work wise, but just like change wise. And then but one good thing that did come out of February that year was that I had started working out again in February, which I kind of go through. I've been working out kind of consistently for the last like 3 almost 4 years. And yeah, I kind of go through these spurts after a while where I just will stop, and then like for like a decent amount of time, like months sometimes or whatever. A lot of times it's months. And then I'll get back into it at some point during like the start of the year. But it's never in the first month. I don't know why. I can never start working out in January. There's something about January that just feels like the month to like set everything up first before I like, and I know you're kind of supposed to do that before the year starts, but like it doesn't work that way for me. I don't know why. I haven't been able to fix that or like get that together, but like it's fine. Anyway, so yeah, I did start working out that month, and then yeah, my job was closing permanently, which was really sad for me because I had been there for almost 3 years. Like if we would have stayed open July of last year would have been my 3 year mark of me working there. So so I just got used to it. I got used to it. I got used to the people. I got used to what I was doing, and it was just that kind of vibe. Like I loved it there. That was my favorite job that I've ever had. So yeah, it was really sad to find out that we were closing. So that was February. March, so right around the time that we were closing, they decided that our closing date was supposed to be around the end of March. And then instead of that, they moved our date to April 23rd instead. So now we were staying open for an extra month. I guess to try to get like stuff sold, maybe for them to make more money for the company. I don't know. I don't know. But they moved our closing date from March 31st to April 23rd. So that happened. And then I went to a comedy show with my grandma and my aunt to go see Country Wayne in March in North Carolina. I think it was in Greensboro. We went there, and yeah, I mean, obviously I did film that. I could have, but I don't know. There's just something about like me filming by myself and like my grandma, my aunt, like I felt I think y'all heard them in the one video, in the New Year's video when we were driving in the van to the to the hotel in Asheville. Like I was talking to the camera and my grandma was like, "Who are you talking to?" And I was like, "To the viewers." And she was like, "You sound like you're talking to yourself." I mean, I kind of am, but I'm like, whatever. Anyway, it's just weird for me to like, but I'm gonna try to get better at like, just being like, you know what, filming. Like I'm filming. Okay, like I'm filming. Even like my grandma, like I had started to film this video once before, and she came in and she was like, "Oh, what are you doing?" And I was like, "I'm filming." But I didn't stop it because of her. I stopped it because I didn't like what I was saying, and it just didn't come out right. But anyway, yeah. So we went to the comedy show. It was actually really good, but it also wasn't that great because the comedy show was good. The experience that we had down there was kind of rough for my aunt specifically because she ate some bad food and she got sick while we were down there when after we came back from the comedy show. So yeah, but other than that, like it was actually really fun and it was very cool, and it's the first time I've ever been to anything like that, and I believe we're going back soon. I haven't asked about it yet, like when the day is, so that we're supposed to be going because he's going on tour again. But if when we go, I I might film that. I might film it. We'll see how I feel. If I'm comfortable to film around my grandma and my aunt, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, so that was March. Nothing too crazy. In April, I went to one of my friends, Tori. She is, I don't know if I've mentioned before, but she's like an artist. And do a lot of different ways. Like she's a photographer. She does like cameraless photography and like different art type of things, and whatnot. And she had an exhibition, or she was a part of an exhibition that they had downtown here, and I got to go and see her work and support my friend because of course why wouldn't I? And it was really cool. It was really nice and just great. And then we also had our other friend's birthday trip. She had her birthday's on the 21st, and we went down there that night and spent the weekend with her, and yeah, that was pretty cool. And then 2 days later, my job closed down. So I wasn't there on the last day, like on that April 23rd. I was out of town already and on my way back. So yeah. But yeah, they closed and that was that. No more job. There was a part of me that was kind of happy. Not happy. I don't want to say happy. I was very sad. Like I was kind of sad, but I was also like, in this weird limbo of like, okay, like, because to be honest, I was planning on leaving to a certain degree anyway. I really wanted to move to something that was full time and had things that it would offer me, like benefits and stuff like that. And so um, I probably would have kept it as a part time, like maybe working one day a week or one day every other week or something like that, because people would used to do that there a lot. And so, because a lot of people had full time jobs there already, a lot of people had full time, and then that was like their part time. So then, that was that. And I probably would have done the same thing. But, it kind of felt like God was kind of making the decision for me and being like, like you've been wondering if you should stay or if you should go. And, oh my gosh, should I? Never mind. If you don't know already, like I think in songs all the time. So if I ever say anything and it sounds like something from a song or whatever, 9 times out of 10, I already have it in my head. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, I just kind of felt like the decision was made for me that I needed to just move on from this and go find something else, and yeah. So then coming into May, I had a bowling thing with my now former coworkers. We had all decided to plan like this, like I guess like a closing party, closing get together or whatever after the store closed. So a week after that happened, a week after the store closed, we all decided to go bowling and like have one last like hoorah or whatever. So we went bowling. I brought Tori with me, and yeah, we had a pretty good time. It was nice. And then of course May is my brother's birthday and month, and we went to Tennessee, the cabin trip that y'all saw on his channel. We went there, had a good time. It was great. That cabin was amazing. It had a pool, it had a jacuzzi, it had a game room, it had a movie theater room thing. It was so nice. Like, and I really want to stay in a cabin when it's cold, like one day. Like, that's like my dream, is to like go to a cabin and like during like the winter time, or even in the fall, like fall or winter, like it doesn't matter. I just want to go when it's cold because I just think that the aesthetic is cool. Because it's a cabin in the woods in the winter. Why not? So, yeah. And so, hit June, we flew to Texas for the first time. Me and my brother. It was me and my brother and my aunt's first time flying anywhere. My grandma has flown, and my papa has flown too. And so, yeah, it was our first time flying. We flew to Texas. Y'all also saw that. And on Tayshawn's channel. And then, that was just so fun. Like, the flights were so nice, except for the first one. Like, the first one going, because we went from Virginia to Atlanta, Georgia, and then from there to Houston, Texas. And so, it was just crazy. The first flight was the roughest. It had more turbulence than any of the others, but that's just because it's a little plane, and the little planes are always like, they stress me out. But yeah, and so the big planes though, they were really nice, and I watched movies on there. I was having me a ball. Those planes were great. The trip was amazing. The house we stayed in was so freaking nice. It was dope as heck. Ugh. And yeah, we just had a good time. I kind of learned how to swim while we were down there because the house had a pool. So that was cool. But then there was a very unfortunate situation with a possum, and in the backyard where the pool was. I was in the pool and there was a possum, and dude, I didn't see the possum. It was on like the fence, and it was crawling along the fence, and I was so scared. My grandma said, "You said you didn't know how to swim, but you definitely swam your butt away." And I was like, "Yeah, yeah." I wasn't about to stay in that pool, cause what if he would have jumped down? Luckily he didn't, but like I was afraid he was, so I was like, "Let me get away." He was too close for my comfort, so I swam my butt out of there, cause I was like, "Nah, I'm not messing around with that." But yeah, the trip was great. It was honestly too short for my liking. Like, I wish we could have done more than we did. But I'm still grateful for what we got to do down there and seeing my family, spending time with my great grandparents and aunts and uncles and people. It was great. And then July. Nothing really happened in July. Not that I remember. The only thing I remember in July was that I went to the fair, and y'all saw that fair vlog. And yeah, that was really it. Like, July was kind of a boring month. Like, nothing really happened. Now that I'm thinking about it, I might have went to the movies. I think I went to the movies with a friend, and that was really it. That was really it. Nothing crazy. Like, July was so chill. Like, I was sleeping a lot and chilling at home most of the time, and it was a very chill month. Nothing crazy, but the fair, obviously. Now, the fair, I will say, that whole weekend with the fair was like so good. I went to the fair with Victoria, and then before that, I went to the fair with my brother and his friends and his girlfriend, and that was cool. And then, like, after that, me and my brother actually went on the last day of the fair to get food because I really wanted to get more mac and cheese and I wanted to get funnel cakes for everybody, and then I just wanted to get a bunch of food. That's all I cared about. I wanted food, and that was what I wanted for dinner. Like, I was craving that mac and cheese and something else I got, but I can't remember what it is. But anyway, yeah, I was craving fair food, and it was so good. I was having a ball with that stuff. So yeah, that was really July. August was another boring month, but that was when a lot of crap towards the end of August started to kind of hit the fan a little bit. Um, yeah. Anyway, yeah. I mean, August wasn't that bad. August was okay. September, like the end of September, was where things got rocky. Very rocky. So we'll get into it. So September obviously was my birthday month. And the first half of September, the first couple weeks before my birthday, and then the last couple weeks before my birthday were just like hard. Like, everything was hitting me like a crap ton of bricks, and I just didn't know what to do about it. There was something going on with me and someone else that I won't talk about, just because that's kind of personal, and I don't want to put, I really don't, I don't think I'm ready to put that business out there like that, so I'm not going to do it. But, basically, uh, yeah, just some things were going on that were like kind of making that situation kind of rocky for me, and I just wasn't really feeling it as much as I was in the beginning. And um my birthday came, and that was great. Like, everything that happened with my birthday, even like the stressful party like y'all saw, was good. Like, the party was great. I had such a good time with my friends and my family. Went to the, like I said, we went to the movies the day of my birthday, which is a tradition, and it was great. And then um obviously I know the birthday trip to the beach got canceled, but even still, like, everything that I did, like, regardless of the trip getting canceled, like, everything that happened for my birthday was just wonderful. It was amazing, and I loved every minute of it so much. But then, like, the last couple of weeks of September after my birthday, like, I was very much so getting into a rut and getting into a funk and a depression, and it was just like not that great. And it got so bad that I was losing weight and I didn't know it yet. I unknowingly was losing weight and I didn't know it yet. Because, fun fact, it's not that fun, but it is a fact. I lose weight very fast when I'm stressing out about something, and I've known that for a really long time, which is why, like, I try my best to, like, stay positive, stay optimistic, and just not let life get me down, because when it gets me down, it gets me freaking down. Or at least I can let it get me down from time to time. Like, sometimes my response to it is just to let it happen and just deal with it and suck it up, and then I'll be like, all right, well, now I'm done. But it's been a while since I've done that. Like, since I've been so stressed out that I, like, lose weight or, like, am not taking care of myself as much as I should. And that is exactly what was happening. Like, the situation that I was dealing with was stressing me out so bad that I was losing weight. I wasn't eating the way I needed to, which wasn't fully that situation's fault. I kind of had been struggling with eating since April, which I guess I didn't mention then too. But yeah, like, it's just the whole, pretty much most of 2023 was just me struggling with eating and not really like eating the way I needed to, with the exception of certain moments in the day or in the times or whatever. But yeah, so moving into October, because of the situation that I was dealing with at the time, I my grandma and my aunt decided to plan like an impromptu trip to North Carolina again. And so, just to go, just because. Oh, well, really, it was because my aunt wanted to go to Scarowinds. So, because she loves amusement parks and stuff. But then when we got down there, the bank had to suspend her card because somebody was trying to use it in California or whatever. And so, but I originally wasn't going to go on this trip because I was so focused on, now during this entire time from April to October, I was not working. I was looking for jobs, applying for jobs, but nothing was really coming to the light of day. Nothing was really coming to fruition. So which also had to do with a lot of why I was struggling so bad, because like I've learned that I'm somebody who loves to work because I like to help and be able to do things, not just for myself but for other people. And like the fact that I haven't been able to do that is like killing me. And it was killing me bad then too. Like it was really messing with me. I actually ended up having like an anxiety attack about it sometime in, like, I think June or July or something like that. I feel like it was, or maybe it was May. It was either May or June, one of the two, but I can't remember which one. But yeah. So I originally wasn't going to go on this trip, but then I decided that I needed to get away. I think I needed to get away from the situation that was bothering me, the situation that was like stressing me out really bad. So I ended up going with them. I decided last minute that I was just like, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to go. So we went. And regardless of the fact that my aunt's car got suspended while we were down there, we still had a really good time. We ended up going to the movies to go see The Exorcist, the new Exorcist movie. And then we went and got food. We had like a nice night in. Yeah, it was all good. It was like really good time. And like then the day we were leaving, first of all, this hotel was so nice, and they had really nice they had a breakfast buffet, and I was tearing that food up while I was down there. Like, I was eating everything. We had breakfast because we got there Friday, or maybe it was Sunday. No, Saturday. I don't know. I think it was a Friday, Saturday, Sunday type of trip. So we were there Friday. We had breakfast Saturday and Sunday. And the breakfast was chef's freaking kiss, bro. It was so good. And I had a good time there. And I realized that, like, I actually needed that trip more than I thought I did. Because it really, really, like, cleared my mind and set everything into perspective the way it needed to be. So I really am grateful that I went on it. But I was still kind of in a bit of a funk, still mentally. Like, mentally still, I was still kind of struggling, but I was like, I was getting clarity about the situation that I was dealing with, back home. So which in October, that's when that situation ended. So after I came back. And yeah, it was rough. It was hard. I cried about it. I actually had my friend, like, I had Tori, like, literally texted her after like it happened, and I was like, hey, like, SOS, like, she was like, where are you? I was like, I'm at home. She's like, I'm on my way. And she came over, and then, like, we talked about it. And then at the same time that it was hard and a little bit, like, sad for it to be over, I guess, it felt like a weight off my shoulders too, because I was stressing out about this situation for a while. November comes, and I'm slowly starting to get out of the funk. Sometime around like the second week of November, maybe the third week, I was starting to kind of feel lighter in a way. Like I was starting to feel like that mental funk that I was dealing with was like finally dissipating and like leaving. And yeah, and then like, you know, November was kind of also a little bit of a boring month because we were home pretty much most of all of that month, really. Thanksgiving and Black Friday, everything was super chill, which I wasn't used to. I'm so used to working on Black Friday. Like, I've worked 4 Black Fridays, I think. And I'm used to being in the chaos. And this was the first time I wasn't after, 4 years of being in it. So it was a little bit stressful, a little bit worried. Well, not like stressful, but it was very chill. It was very chill Thanksgiving and Black Friday, and I had a good holiday. It was good. Um, so that leads into December. Um, December, I was doing a lot of like applications for jobs and had a couple interviews, all of which failed. Um, and yeah, and then we were supposed to go out of town for Christmas. That failed. We were supposed to go out of town for New Year's. That ended up getting canceled as well. So we didn't go anywhere. We were here the whole time for Christmas. I mean, we had a good Christmas. I will say that. Like, it was very good. Very chill Christmas. And then yeah, New Year's trip got canceled fairly like at the last minute. Oh goodness. And yeah, yeah, it was, but that was for good reason. My aunt's cat got sick out of nowhere and they had to take him to the vet. And so they took him. He's okay now. He's doing great. He's back to normal. Um, yeah, he's fine. But then also, Christmas trip got canceled because I got sick. Um, I am not usually one to get sick often, hardly ever. And yeah, it was kind of crazy. I went outside. Tayshawn posted a video of me or of us in the mall for during Christmas and Christmas shopping and things like that. And in that video, I had my hair was I just freshly washed and it was very cold outside. And me being me, did a dumb thing and went outside with my wet hair in the cold, and the next day I got sick. And I was sick for like a week and a day. Like, pretty bad. I had a fever. I My nose was stopped up so bad. I was so congested. I was sneezing, I was coughing, my throat was messed up, I was losing my voice, like the whole nine. Everything was messed up. Everything was wrong. And so I got sick, but then I got better. Definitely got myself back on track and back where I needed to be. And then, yeah, that was pretty much 2023. Like, everything went, yeah. I like the last thing I wrote was overall 2023 was a year of change and acceptance. And it really was. Like, so many things changed in my life during 2023. My work situation, my mom moving, things in my personal life. Like, a lot of things changed. A lot of things changed. And it was also a year of accepting that. Like, I had to accept the change and accept the things I couldn't control and the things, that went wrong or went right. Like, I just had to accept this year of change. I had to accept all these things that were transforming in my life or transitioning into something different in my life. Like, it was just a lot, but I'm grateful for everything that happened, and it did teach me a lot. Like, I did learn a lot from the whole year. Like, it was regardless of all the things that happened and where I was mentally and emotionally during a lot of the year. it was still a good year. Like, I can't even complain. Like, yeah, I might have been struggling, but I was alive. I was well. Like, like I made the most out of what I had, and that's all I can really do. That's all we all can really do is just make the most of every situation that we have in life. So, yeah, that was 2023 for me. Okay, sorry. I had to get the charger thing so I could plug up the camera because it was getting close to dying, and I moved to a different part of the living room so I can finish the rest of this. So that was pretty much my 2023 recap, which leads us into 2024 and the goals that I have and what is to be expected in this new year. So, one of my goals, it wasn't just my goal for 2024, it was also my goal for like me turning 23, which is so crazy to say. It's still weird to say I'm 23 years old. Was to glow up physically and spiritually. I feel like the last couple of years, like from 2020 to I think like 2022 maybe, and maybe even some of last year as well. But I would say more so between 2020 and 2022. I experienced a lot and grew a lot and mentally and emotionally, and I learned how to handle and manage my stress and my anxiety and my depression, like the depressive episodes that I get in from time to time every now and again. And I feel like I worked so hard on it the last couple years that like I feel like those areas of my life are pretty solid now. And now it's like I feel like since I'm like pretty much mostly good within, that I need to start working outward. Sorry if you see like dust flying around and stuff like that. It's just everywhere. And it was even over there too, like on the table and stuff. So you might see it from time to time passing by. So sorry. But yeah, I'm really trying to this year get the physical part of me, like the outside of me, to match what's on the inside, because I worked so hard on the inside, like working on all the things that I was dealing with mentally and emotionally. And like I said, now that those things are pretty solid and I've gotten that taken care of to where I know how to manage it and handle it when it happens, and when it comes up, like it's time to start feeling good on the outside like I do on the inside, And so, and then spiritually as well. I've been really trying to work on growing my relationship with God like a lot closer, because I have like my relationship with God, I think is pretty like solid. Like that man ain't going nowhere. But I know it can be stronger and it can be better, and I can work more at it. Like I can put more effort into it than I have been, and I would like to. So yeah, we're gonna be trying to have a physical glow up, but also a spiritual glow up as well. And then of course I want to keep up the practices and the things that I've learned on how to handle and manage my mental and emotional health. Yeah, I want to keep up with that. Like I want to keep making sure that if these things come up, that I do what I've learned and I do what I know helps me and works for me, and go from there with that. And then of course, okay, I'm actually gonna save that one for last. I want to get my dream car for my 20s. which is a Jeep Wrangler. I have like a mission, I have a goal that I want to get it during the summertime. And I don't know what style I want, like what if I want like the Rubicon or an Unlimited or whatever, but I'm getting my Jeep. Simple as that. No questions asked. That is the end of that. I'm getting the Jeep. um, and then obviously I wrote down get my crap together, which is like setting routines, getting my routines back in order. Morning routine, night routine, skincare routine. I feel like my hair care routine is pretty solid. Like it's good. Like it's the same. I mean, obviously I have braids in right now, but like with my actual natural hair, like I've pretty much solidified my natural hair routine. So that one I don't worry about as much because it's pretty solid. But the other ones like skincare and all that stuff is all that I like. I want to like get that stuff together and like just set myself up for success, basically. So yeah, and then I want to be happy, healthy, and the best version of myself. I really want to just and even going into like the physical glow up, like it's not just about like what I look like on the outside. It's also about how I feel on the inside as well, like health wise, like making sure I'm going to the doctor, getting that stuff checked out, like making sure that everything is good, like with my body in general, like yeah, because it's just important to make sure you're taking care of yourself, not just working out and eating right and all that stuff, but just also making sure that like you're getting those physicals and those checkups and things like that. And I really want to. I've never even gotten my blood drawn, so like like I just really want to make sure that like I'm healthy and that I'm okay and that there isn't anything more I can be doing to take care of myself, physically speaking, inside and out. And so yeah, I just want to be the best version of myself that I know I can be and that I'm capable of being, because I've seen the worst version of myself. I've seen the lowest version of myself, and I don't want to ever. I want to see those versions as little as possible, basically. I don't want to be like, I don't want to be unhappy again. I don't want to be, living my life and being pessimistic and woe is me and like, oh, life sucks, the world sucks. Like, like I've been saying a lot recently, there's always something to be happy about. There's always something you can find joy in. I don't care if you create that joy yourself in some kind of way. Like it's possible to find joy and be happy about something, even when it feels like there isn't anything to be happy about. Like I was just talking to my friend, I was just talking to Tori last night, and I was telling her that like, I've been doing things this year so far where I'm trying to find little things to be happy about. I'm trying to find little joys in my day, because currently I don't even really have a day, to be honest with you. Like because I'm not working and I'm just at home most of the time, and I hardly go anywhere and go out, like I've just become such a homebody, and I don't know, I just feel like I've been getting bored a lot faster, and I'm getting burnt out because I'm bored. And it's been I don't know what that face was. I didn't even see what face I made. I just felt it and I know it looked crazy. Anyway, I just see that like I don't like that. I don't like that that's where I am and that's what I'm feeling. But at the same time, there's no point in being like, oh, I'm bored all the time, my life sucks. Like, no, it doesn't. It doesn't, because there's people out there that are struggling way worse than than me, and way worse than, you know, anybody else. And like, there are people really, really going through it out there, and I'm grateful that I have a roof over my head, food on the table. Like, you know, I have so many things to be grateful for and thankful for. And I just know that, like I said, there's just always something to be happy about. There's always something you can find joy in. Like, recently I've been reading again. I used to read when I was a kid, and I kind of fell off of reading after a while, and then like recently I've been getting back into it, and I've been loving every minute of it. Like, even if I just read one chapter, usually it ends up being more than one. But I like will read like a chapter or two or whatever a night, or every other night or something, and I'm about like almost done with one of my books that I've been reading, and then I'm about to start to get back into one of the other ones that I was reading and finish that one. And like, you know, there's always something you can find joy in. I don't care. And it's so much better when you create that joy yourself and you don't look for it from other people. Like, be the joy you want to have, feel, whatever. Like, you can do that for yourself. Like, you can create that joy for yourself. You don't need to go looking outward or looking for anybody else to create that joy for you. Like, you can do it yourself. And I've been doing it, and it's been great. It's been wonderful. Honestly, I can't be like, yeah, like maybe things aren't going my way entirely, but it's not as bad, or it could be worse. You know what I mean? So, yeah. And then the last thing, be more consistent with YouTube content. I've been talking about it with my brother and my friends that support me on here a lot, and I've decided, I finally come up with a schedule for you guys. It may change, actually, not even may. It probably will change at some point. I'm not sure when, but it will change at some point. Probably even this year. But I've decided for now that my plan is to post every other Thursday. Just because, one, in that time frame, I can figure out what I want to film, and then I can film it, and then I can edit it, and then get it up for you guys on Thursdays, on that Thursday. I've been a little hesitant about the every other Thursday, a little bit, even though I decided that for myself. Because I was thinking, okay, maybe I can do every Thursday, but I also feel like with the track record that I had created for myself last year, I don't know. I don't want to put too much pressure on myself, but at the same time, I'm like, I feel like every other Thursday is doable for me for right now. I don't think that it will hurt me if I do every 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? So, that'll give you guys something to look forward to, and knowing, you know, what I'm gonna do, basically. I don't know. I'm just trying to be realistically consistent for myself, because I don't, like I said, I don't want to put too much pressure on myself to like try to conk one out every week, because I don't think I'm there yet. And also, I don't really know what to film, like, or what, because like I said, okay, this sounds sad, but I don't really have a life right now. Like, I don't really have, you know, plans or things that I plan to do. And, you know, I don't really have my routine set yet, especially since I'm currently waiting on, I'm waiting to hear back about something, and I was supposed to hear back about it on either Monday or Tuesday, and it's Wednesday now, so, right? Yeah, so, like, I'm still waiting to hear back, and it's making me anxious, low-key. Like, it's making me really anxious and stressed out, but it's fine. It's gonna be alright. Whatever happens, happens, and we're just gonna accept it and move on and do what we need to do. But, yeah, I just want to be more consistent on here. Like, I'm really trying to make this my career, like my life career in a way, some way, shape, or form. And yeah, because I realized something about myself, and I realized something about my purpose and what I'm here for, and like what I want to do with my life. And that might be a conversation for another day because this video is probably already long enough. But yeah. So every other Thursday right now is going to be the schedule for right now. Now, the special thing about this video is that this is coming out tomorrow. I'm going to edit it probably tonight and tomorrow, and it'll be uploaded tomorrow. So this will be the only time y'all will get like a double upload for a while. Okay, don't expect this every every week or even every month or anything like that. Like, this is just for right now until I can figure out a better schedule for myself and for you guys, and until I feel like, you know, I have something to film. And also, like, comment down below stuff y'all want to see, like stuff y'all want me to film, stuff y'all want to see from me. I don't know. I just, because I don't know. I'm kind of at a loss right now. Like, I'm not too sure what to film for you guys because I'm not really doing anything crazy or whatever. Yeah, so, but yeah, just let me know what you guys want me to film, what you would like to see from me, and I'll try to make it happen. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the end. Thank you for watching. And like I said earlier, like the other video, like the birthday vlog video, I really want to thank you guys for that. I really was not expecting it. My brother came in my room yesterday and was like, hey, have you looked at your video? And I was like, no, why? He was like, you should go look. And I was like, okay. And I went, and it was at like 60 views. And I'm looking right now on YouTube Studios, and yeah, it's still at 60. But I am so grateful for you all that are watching these videos, and I hope that I'm making content that you guys are enjoying and that you guys are liking and you want to see more of. And I really do hope that I can, yeah, just do better and get better at this. And yeah, because I really do want this to be a big thing, and not necessarily like for myself. Like, I want this to be a big thing for everyone like watching, and also for my family and my friends, because I'm very much somebody who loves to just make other people's lives better, and happier and worthwhile, like worth living, you know what I mean? Like, and if I can be somebody that helps somebody do that, then I will be. Because I know that that's something that's a part of my purpose and a part of why I'm here on this earth, you know? And so, yeah, like, I want to thank you guys. I hope that y'all keep watching, because I am officially and finally like back for real, and I'm not going anywhere. I'm here to stay for good. So I hope y'all don't get tired of me. I hope y'all don't get tired of seeing me and hearing me and listening to the things I have to say, and watching me live my life and make memories, and just, like I said, find little joys in my life to be happy about. So yeah, comment down below one of your goals for this year. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be something physical, just something you want to accomplish. So tell me something you want to accomplish in this year. It could be anything. And yeah, that'll be all from me. As always, stay happy, stay healthy, stay true to you, and I will see y'all
in the next one. Bye.